Richard, welcome back to another Fantasy Goodfellas Season 3. You excited?
I'm excited.
The Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom. Rolling on the field.
The Fantasy Goodfellas. All right. I wanted to say that this year we're going to be adding a lot more graphics. We're going to be building a web page, and we hope all you guys out there enjoy it. So let's get started for the top 24 preseason rankings.
At number 1, we have Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. What can you say about Josh Allen? He was QB1 last year. He threw 36 touchdown passes, rushed for 6. He's a guy that can do it all. He's got a great team. He's got Buffalo Bills right now are the Super Bowl favorites. And number 2, Justin Herbert of the LA Chargers. Here's another guy that has all the tools and has a good offense to support him. Number 3, we have Patrick Mahomes. And, you have to wonder, Pat Mahomes, how is he number 3? Well, they lost Tyreek Hill. That's big. That offensive line's still a question mark. At number 4, we have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, a lot of people are not showing him love. I see him a lot lower in a lot of rankings. But all he did was lead the Bengals to the Super Bowl. He has terrific, maybe the best wide receiver tandem in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. He's got Joe Mixon out of the backfield. He has weapons, and he was really, really picking up good chemistry with everybody. At number 5, we have old man Tom Brady. Yes, he's 44, but guess what? He led the league in passing yards last year with 5,316. He led the league in touchdown passes with 43. Now, do I expect the same thing to happen again? Probably not, but you have to rank him up high. At number 6, we have Matthew Stafford of the LA Rams. And here's a guy that a lot of people have ranked very low in the 12, 13, 14 range. I don't understand it.
Didn't he just win a Super Bowl too? So what's up with the no love?
I don't know. I'm with you. He just won a Super Bowl. Hey, Cooper Kupp didn't go anywhere. He's still there. He passed for 4,800 yards, over 4,800 yards last year, 41 touchdowns. Matt Stafford's only 34. I think his floor is very high. I see the Rams again being Super Bowl contenders. Again, Cooper Kupp's still there. I think Cam Akers is going to break out, have a good season. That's definitely going to help. So Matt Stafford's at 6. I don't see how you can rank him much lower. And number 7, we have Kyler Murray and of the Arizona Cardinals. I love Kyler Murray. The problem with him is he's small, and people are afraid, is he going to get hurt? Last year he did. Last year he missed 3 games. He only played 14, but still he ended up being QB 10. He's the guy that can run and pass. He's a real dual threat. Don't mention Lamar Jackson to me. That guy's a rusher. He's not a passer, not like Kyler Murray.
The thing about Kyler Murray, he only threw 24 TDs last year. Do you think he's going to surpass that?
I think so. I know there's the issues with DeAndre Hopkins, but, you bring in Hollywood Brown. I think if Hollywood Brown put up numbers with Lamar Jackson, I think he's just going to go bonkers with Kyler Murray. And I really love Marquise Brown this year. And number 8, we have Dak Prescott of the Cowboys. Dak's another guy, doesn't get too much love. People are like, oh, he lost Amari Cooper. Yeah, but he still has CeeDee Lamb. The rookie Tolbert is looking good. He's got Pollard out of the backfield. He's got Zeke Elliott. I think Zeke Elliott is fully healthy this year. I think he's going to do well. We know Dak likes to sling it. That offense likes to throw a lot. And number 9, we have Russell Wilson of the Denver Broncos. That sounds a little weird, but I think Wilson's going to have a huge year. And you know why, right, Ryan?
I think because Pete Carroll's no longer his coach, right?
That's huge. That's huge. Pete Carroll loves to run. But when Russell Wilson is allowed to throw, he can put up big numbers. And, he doesn't have DK Metcalf here in Denver, but still he has some weapons to include Jerry Jeudy. And then his backfield, he's got 2 studs in Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. You got to like Russell Wilson away from Pete Carroll. At number 10, we have Aaron Rodgers. Now, some of you might be disappointed that Aaron Rodgers is here at number 10, but, last year he was QB 8, so that's around the correct neighborhood. He only passed for 4,115 yards.
And,
you're like, yeah.
Well, hold on. And he lost his powerful receiver, Devontae Adams. How is that going to affect him?
That's a major reason. That's another reason that, I have him at 10. Yes, he lost Devontae Adams. Who are receivers going to be? Right now, it's not a great cast. It's not a great cast. And there's also the issue with Aaron Rodgers, that motivation issue. And number 11, the guy that everybody likes to debate about, Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens. Now, Lamar Jackson, when healthy, he can put up monster fantasy numbers. I'm not going to argue against that. But I think the last couple of years, I've been telling everybody he's overrated. People are drafting him way too high. And still, I see people drafting him second, third, as a second or third QB, fourth QB overall. Here's the thing about Lamar Jackson. And if you watch our videos, I say this every year. Lamar Jackson is a running back that can pass. He's not a passer. He's not. But, he can have huge success in fantasy, but he has to must run to succeed. And what happens when you must run in the NFL to succeed? You're going to get hurt. And number 12, we have Kirk Cousins, who was last year's QB9. And why was that? Ryan, can you spit out his stats? I don't think people know what he did last year. Don't remember.
Last year, he did 4,221 passing yards, 33 TDs with only 7 interceptions. And he did run 1 TD into the end zone.
He is an underappreciated quarterback. I think Matt Stafford falls into this category, and so does Kirk Cousins. I see him a lot lower. Some people are giving him love, but for the most part, he's not getting it. People are like, Kirk Cousins, they're not getting excited. They're getting excited about the guy I have at number 13, Jalen Hurts. People are getting very excited about this guy. I see him in top, at ranked 4th, 5th, 6th. This is a guy last year, in 15 games, he passed for 3,144 yards. That's pathetic. That's about 210 yards a game. And then people, they'll argue, but what if he's rushing for 70 yards also? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That improves everything. But again, running back that passes. He's not a great, when forced to pass, not very good. I don't care if they added A.J. Brown. People, he's got A.J. Brown now. All of a sudden he's going to be able to pass. No, he's not. He's not good at that. Sure. And number 14, we have Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders. And what were Derek Carr's numbers, Ryan?
Yeah, last year Derek Carr threw for 4,804 passing yards. He had 23 TDs, 14 interceptions, and rushed for 108 yards.
So he passed for a lot of yards. We know that his TD total wasn't as great as we would like, but they added Devontae Adams. And here it makes a difference because guess what? Derek Carr passes the ball. So it makes a difference for him. And not as much as A.J. Brown for Jalen Hurts is the point I'm trying to make here. And number 15, we have Tua Tagovailoa. Here's a guy with the Miami Dolphins that last year was accurate. He was accurate last year. His completion percentage was nice. Just doesn't pass for that many yards a game. They didn't lean on him as much. Dolphins had some success last year. They went on that win streak, almost got into the playoffs. But Tua this year, what did they add? They added Tyreek Hill. They added a bunch of running backs. So now between Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, I like Gesicki, even though it appears they're going to use him to block more. But just Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, that's going to cause so many problems, so many headaches for defensive coordinators. And Tua's got these weapons, and we expect Tua to take a step up. Now he's, a few years removed from that hip surgery. We will see. Again, I'm not super high on Tua, but I think the new offense the Dolphins are going to have, I think because of Tyreek Hill, I think he's going to have a decent season. And number 16, we have Trey Lance. Trey Lance is another one of these guys. We don't know what we're going to get from him, right? He's highly touted. Everybody loves them. He's a big sleeper pick. We've seen him, 1 or 2 games. How is he going to do for a whole season? Entire season? We'll see. He has Deebo Samuel, who's tremendous. And Trey Lance, you see his college, you see what he did in North Dakota State. He's the threat to pass and run, but he's still a big question. At 17, we have Trevor Lawrence. Here's a guy, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because he had such a great collegiate career. He looked horrendous last year. If you saw, any Jaguars games, he looked bad. Some people say, well, what did he have to work with? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm sick of that excuse. A good quarterback is a good quarterback. At number 18, we have Jameis Winston for the New Orleans Saints. Last year, Jameis was, he was looking okay as a starter for the Saints up until he got hurt, obviously. And now, the Saints, what do they have? I mean, they still have Kamara. They drafted Olave. Michael Thomas is supposed to come back, but they have a good defense. Supposedly, that's going to be a decent team. At number 19, we have the 37-year-old Matt Ryan, who will be at the helm for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, he didn't look great last year with Atlanta. So Matt Ryan, we know he had the Falcons had a host of issues, but he looked like a statue. He looked like a statue back there. Didn't look as sharp, didn't make quick decisions like he had in the past. So maybe Father Time caught up with him. But now he's with the Colts. It's a better team. He appears to be having chemistry with Michael Pittman. He definitely has Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. That'll definitely help. At number 20, we have Justin Fields. Now, Justin Fields is a guy a lot of people like this year because, you know, he has wheels. But he looked lost last year, you know, and again, people are like, blaming it on the system. Is it Nagy? He looked bad. Again, you know how I feel about that. Like a good quarterback, a studly quarterback is going to be good no matter what. You're going to see it. You're going to see the flashes. People say that they saw flashes with him last year. I did not. At 21, Ryan Tannehill of the Tennessee Titans. What can you say about Ryan Tannehill? Middling quarterback. What happens when he loses Derrick Henry? What happened last year? They don't do so well. When he had Derrick Henry rushing, they were winning. All of a sudden, Tannehill was getting all this undue praise. I mean, he is a middling quarterback. That's what he was with the Dolphins. He's not going to win you games, but he won't lose you games either.
Ryan Tannehill did lose A.J. Brown and he lost Julio Jones, so I'm sure that's going to affect him as well.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. I mean, you got to drop him a few notches just for losing A.J. Brown. At number 22, we have Carson Wentz. Now, Carson Wentz, I'm not a fan of Carson Wentz. I don't know what the hell, the Colts were thinking, and now the Commanders, why this guy keeps getting chances. Actually, last year he ended up being QB 12 because he did play all 17 games, which was surprising. But this year he's got Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel. For that reason, I got him at 22, but I'm not a fan. At number 23, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is here. Why? Because of Brian Daboll, right? He's got a new coach. Apparently, it's going to set up a great offensive system for him. We'll see if Saquon Barkley can rebound. Daniel Jones has the physical tools. He just hasn't shown us anything now in 3 seasons. I don't think we're going to get it, but let's see if Daboll can at least help him reach a certain level of mediocrity. And at number 24, we have Jared Goff. Another guy, not a big fan of Goff, but at this point, what do you have left? Goff did show us some signs late in the season last year. That Detroit Lions offense, who has some nice pieces, to include DeAndre Swift, they started to get it together. And I'm not saying the Lions are going to be good. They're going to be terrible again. But Jared Goff has the opportunity to put up some decent fantasy numbers. And there you have it.
Thanks for sharing the top 24 preseason rankings for the quarterbacks. What can we say? I'm excited for season 3. I'm behind the scenes a little bit on this video, showing you some graphics, but we're going to be hitting you with some harder questions as the season progresses.
Those fantasy good fellas.
Boom, boom, boom.
Rolling on the field.
Those fantasy good fellas.